Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. Willow, she's intrepid, impulsive, fiercely loyal, and full of contradictions. From the moment she set foot in Port Charles, she's stirred up trouble, passion, heartbreak, and hope. And then there's Scout, young, innocent Scout, with eyes wide open to love, to stability, to the promise that someone in her little life can truly be her safe harbor. So the question we have to dig into is Bad Mom Willow good enough for Scout on General Hospital? We're not just examining whether Willow can be good, we're asking whether she can be the kind of mother Scout needs, the kind Scout deserves. And that means we have to look beyond mistakes, beyond moments of rebellion or abandonment, to what Willow brings, what she can be, and whether that is enough to fulfill Scout's needs for love, for consistency, for safety. Let's start with what Scout needs. She's a little girl. She needs stability, predictability, someone who shows up, who doesn't disappear when things get hard. She needs someone who believes in her when she doubts herself, who protects her when she feels vulnerable. Someone who gives her boundaries but gently. Someone who can be consistent, emotionally and physically. Someone who loves her not just in the bright, hopeful moments, but also in the shadows when fear, sadness, disappointment, or danger intrudes. Now, what does Willow bring? When she's at her best, she's courageous. She's willing to admit she's flawed. She's never shy about loving hard. She wants Scout to have what she never had, or at least what she thinks Scout deserves, a sort of family, a sense of belonging. Willow's loyalty is rarely in question. When she decides to fight for someone, she fights with everything. And she's creative in her protection, sometimes in ways questionable, but the intent is often there. Willow is rich in emotional depth. She feels things fully, intensely. That can mean volatility, but it also means authenticity. Scout would know that the love from Willow is real, it's not passive, it's not distant. Contrast that with Willow's frequent stumbles, lies, secrets, broken promises. When danger or consequences loom, she sometimes retreats. Her impulsiveness often comes at a cost not just to herself but to those who trust her. And Scout, being young, sees more than Willow wants to admit. The absences, the anxiety, the fear that Willow might slip again. Willow's past, her history of betrayal or neglect or impulsivity, shadows what could be. So is she good enough? It depends on whether good enough means perfect, which she is not, or whether it means capable of growth, consistent effort, and real love. I lean the answer toward yes, but with a big caveat. It will take more than good intentions. It will take hard work, self-awareness, and putting Scout's needs ahead of Willow's own impulses. Let's dig into specific moments that test the question. Recall the incident when Willow was torn between her own desires and doing what was right for Scout. The moment she hesitated to protect Scout from danger, scruples of honesty, fear of consequences, those times showed exactly how fragile the trust is between them. Trust that can be broken so easily, especially when Scout is young and interprets Willow's hesitation as betrayal. Then there are the times Willow has stepped up in remarkable ways, when she has protected Scout, spoken up fiercely, made sacrifices. Those are the moments that shine brightest, when Willow chooses Scout over herself. When the fear of past judgments doesn't stop her from being present. When she confesses, acknowledges mistakes, and tries to repair damage. These moments show that Willow can be dependable, that she cares profoundly. But the problem is consistency. The heart of motherhood, especially for someone scarred by instability, is showing up day after day, choosing the child, even when it's inconvenient, risky, or painful. And that is where Willow struggles. The child doesn't need grand gestures alone, they need daily proof. A promise kept, showing up when school matters, when illness strikes, when Scout is frightened. Love shown in small, mundane moments builds trust. Intermittent, dramatic interventions only show love in crisis. That's not enough to anchor a child. Also consider the emotional safety Willow can provide. Scouts need to feel that their mother is a safe place. That their vulnerabilities won't be used against them. That judgment won't follow mistakes. Willow has in the past been someone whose mood, whose secrets, whose choices sometimes induced chaos or confusion for Scout. Emotional safety means transparency, patience, being able to be wrong and to say sorry without condition, without shifting blame. Does Willow have that capacity? She has shown glimpses moments of humility, reaching out, but those are irregular. We also must ask, what about Willow's external support system? Because no mother lives in a vacuum. The people around Willow, her allies, adversaries, resources affect how well she can parent. If there is help, stability, guidance, accountability, someone to share the burden, then Willow's capacity increases. If she stands alone, without checks, without help, the weight of her past and her tendencies might overwhelm. Another key area: consistency and boundaries. Children need limits not to restrict, but to protect. Scout needs to know what is okay, what is not okay, that there are rules. Willow sometimes struggles with boundaries. Her impulsive nature pushes her toward bending rules, sometimes breaking them outright. But principles of motherhood ask for boundaries delivered with compassion. If Willow can learn to set and maintain those boundaries despite internal conflicts, that is a strong sign she can be good enough. We should also reflect on loyalty versus obsession. Willow's protective instincts sometimes cross into possessiveness or overreaction, which can scare a child. Willow must balance being her protector with encouraging Scout's independence, not smothering her, not projecting her own insecurities onto the child. Scout needs the freedom to grow, to make small mistakes, to form her own identity. If Willow can let go in small ways, not control every scenario, then she allows love to breathe. So, considering all this, is Willow good enough now, or is she on a path to becoming so? I believe the writers have laid groundwork for growth. Willow's been offered opportunities to confront her flaws, to make decisions that prioritize Scout. There's been guilt, remorse, consequences. Those are painful, but necessary. What remains is sustaining that arc. Not just dramatic confrontations, but steady evolution. There's also Scout's resilience to consider. Children, especially on General Hospital, absorb so much. They adapt, they love, they hope. Scout's capacity to love Willow, even when Willow falters, suggests that Willow has room to build upon. If Willow responds to Scout's faith or longing with consistent love, acknowledgement, present Scout might start to examine what good enough might look like in practice for them. First, Willow establishes routines. She picks up Scout from school, helps with homework, participates in daily life not as guest star, but as constant. Second, Willow admits when she messes up. Apologizes not perfunctorily, but with sincerity. Third, Willow manages secrets, keeps Scout in the loop at age-appropriate levels. No more blindsiding, no more lies that end up causing harm. Fourth, Willow leans on support, trusted friends, family, maybe a therapist. She acknowledges that motherhood is hard, that she needs help. If she can do that, two things will happen. Scout will start to feel safe. Willow will start to believe in herself in this role. The parent-child relationship is mutual. Scout's security strengthens Willow's identity as mother, just as Willow's strength nurtures Scout's sense of belonging. Contrast this with what happens if Willow doesn't change. If impulsivity wins time after time, if the past continues to dictate the present, Scout might grow up with trust issues, abandonment fears, might feel she always has to brace for disappointment. That fear can echo through everything problematic in a child's life: relationship choices, emotional health, self-esteem. That's a heavy burden. Willow must avoid that. She must show Scout that some people, some mothers don't just love you in idea, but love you in action, in messy reality. What about consequences? In General Hospital, consequences matter. Viewers respond when character arcs are real. Willow risking Scout's safety or emotional well-being will generate drama, and the real question is, what comes after? Does Willow get held accountable? Does she make amends? Or does the story use Scout as props in Willow's drama? If the latter, it undermines the chance for Willow to be enough. So what is the measure? Maybe this: is Scout safer, emotionally healthier, more seen now than before? Does she believe Willow will choose her? Because love is one thing, but trust is built out of repeated actions. If Scout now believes that Willow would show up, even when it's scary, even when it's difficult, that belief is the foundation of being good enough. We must also think about forgiveness, not just from Willow to Scout, but from Scout to Willow. Even the best mother messes up. What matters is that Willow's missteps are followed by real repair, apology, change, restitution. If Willow expects Scout to forgive without change, this damages more than the original mistake. But if Willow shows remorse, asks forgiveness, and changes behavior, that helps Scout and helps Willow grow. Then there's the dimension of self-love and identity. Willow needs to heal wounds of her own, so she doesn't unconsciously hurt Scout in repeating patterns. If Willow can work on her fears, fear of abandonment, fear of losing love, fear of failure, then she can parent from a place of grounded strength rather than anxiety. When a mother carries her own unresolved wounds, the child often carries them by proxy. So part of being enough means Willow engaging in her own growth journey, not perfect, but committed. So stepping back, is Willow a bad mom? No. But she is an imperfect one. And in fiction especially, that's powerful. Viewers relate. It makes the story human. But Scout deserves more than imperfection. She deserves reliability, love, growth. And Willow is capable of that, perhaps more so than many expect. Now when we weigh Will's past against Scout's present, it becomes a matter of trajectory. The past doesn't have to define the future, but the trajectory must be toward consistency, safety, transparency, and deep love. If Willow keeps making decisions that put Scout second, or that betray Scout's trust, then the answer would tilt toward not good enough yet. However, if she makes choices that place Scout's well-being at the center, if she sacrifices her own fears for Scout's security, if she becomes someone Scout can count on, someone who doesn't disappear when things get difficult, then yes, Willow becomes more than good enough. Willow can become essential. Willow can become a home. In conclusion, in the here and now, Willow is partially good enough. She has love. She has potential. She has moments of heroism and vulnerability that make it clear she cares deeply. But she's not yet fully what Scout needs. Not yet consistently present, emotionally safe, reliable. The potential is there. The question moving forward is whether the storyline will allow Willow to grow into that role, not just in dramatic peaks, but in ordinary, daily parenting life. Because that's where good enough becomes great enough. She has to show up day after day. Let Scout see the same person. Someone who loves her, fights for her, keeps her safe as best she can. If she can do that, yes, Willow will be good enough. Possibly more than that. Something Scout can be proud of. And that, more than anything, is what Scout needs and what we, as viewers, want to believe Willow can become. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.